Hello, Internet, and welcome to episode 7. Are you surprised it's 7?
7 makes sense, actually.
Okay, good. Of the Alchemist channel. We're going to do something a little different today, and it's my idea. He's against it, and he's willing to try. He being...
I'm Jerry.
He
Blair.
being...
Blair. Still
Okay.
there.
All right, so...
It's still there.
Here's what we're going to do. Okay, interwebs. So what we're going to do today is look at the websites of the two most likely Democratic candidates for president. One, Bernie Sanders, and two, Michael Bloomberg. So we'll start with Bernie's website, where the smallest. Why do you think the smallest donation is $270?
Well, it's 10% of 27, which is the only other odd number that's a button you can push for a donation. But I don't know the importance of 27.
Is that how many years he's been collecting a paycheck without actually doing work?
Yeah, probably. Okay, all right. So
Just curious.
I don't know. So nice, we can donate 1,000. Shall we continue to say?
Sure.
No
We
point
kinda
sticking
worked
on this
over all
one.
the numbers.
Okay.
Although I am curious about the 27.
Me too. Let's see.
Hey.
Also, the slogan on here is not me, period, us, period. Also italicized to jazz it up some. The us.
The us, and neither one of which is an actual sentence. So really, I don't know. I think I would have gone with a dash in between the not me and the us personally, but that's just me. Yeah, socialism, who understands it. Bernie beats Trump. Oh, apparently
There
we're
you
done.
go. Wrap it up. This is a quick episode.
51 to 43. Jeez.
That's the headline as you scroll down.
Wait a second. That's all really interesting. I wonder who got the other 6%.
I do too.
Did we get any? Do you know?
Socialism.
Can you draw in a little bar near the bottom there?
For Trupac, sure.
Bernie's story doesn't look very long.
We can meet Bernie. We can. You're interested in him? He wants a safer America for all.
There is a picture of a woman holding a poster that has a heart with an ear of corn in it.
That's a very important demographic for Democrats.
Fair enough. They're right. Drive around, I do see a lot of corn being grown.
Can get involved. We can attend an event. We can get
Unlikely.
Bernie gear.
Can we go down to see some of the people who are golf clapping at this event?
Or what?
It's the golf clap.
Oh, I gotcha.
Yeah. Bernie gear. This is your movement.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Again, for people
that actually
who are
happened
listening
earlier
to the
today.
podcast, as you scroll down, there's Bernie in his winter jacket out in front of a bunch of supporters, and the headline is,
This is your movement.
all right.
What a load of manure.
All right.
That is so true. The man,
Oh,
the man does not. I mean, at least he's honest. If he's gonna lay a turd on you, he's gonna call a turd a turd. That's great. All right, where do you want to go from here?
Scroll back up, or
Okay.
whatever you mean. Oh, okay. At the very corner, we see that this is paid for by Bernie to 2020.
Not the billionaires.
Not the billionaires, and it's scratched in there like an
Whoa,
afterthought.
whoa.
What?
Was it paid for by the millionaires?
There you go.
Yeah,
I'm just curious.
yeah.
I mean,
Doesn't take a whole lot of them.
I've heard that boy has a bit of money. I could be wrong, but that's what I've heard.
Not billions, though, okay? Not
Okay.
billions for the love of atheism.
Yeah. Okay, so where do we want to go here? We gonna go taxes? I think taxes might be interesting.
That's probably too big.
That's
I don't think we're going to cover that.
Yeah, yeah.
Tax
Oh,
returns.
released 10 years of tax returns. Bernie released 10 years of tax returns, it said.
Good.
Wait, go down. Right. So, nearly here. No.
Stop that.
Stop touching the screen.
Sorry. I'm sorry. But it says, I'm still interested on the damn 27, and it talks here about nearly 30 years of annual financial disclosure. That can't be the 27. I just want to figure out the 27 before we're done with it.
Maybe it's like 42.
Yeah,
That's
that
cool.
could be. Let's see, what else? He earned...
What's the dope number?
The what?
There's some number it's associated.
Oh, 420.
420. Okay. That's
So-
related to 42.
He donated he made $500,000 in 2018. See, just like you and me. Do we want to look at a tax return?
Oh no.
Ugh.
Okay. All right. I guess that's a definite no. All right.
It's always interesting to see
I
what they
have
do in
this.
terms
There's
of
this great
charities.
YouTube channel where they look at tax returns.
Shut up. Okay, what else can we look at?
Do we meet Bernie?
Meet Bernie?
And that's with 2 E's for those of you not watching.
Meet. Worked for families, 4 children, 7
Is
grandchildren.
the word Chicago up there in the first paragraph?
He went to U, Chicago.
Oh, okay.
Bernie has been called practical and successful legislator, and he was dubbed the Amendment King
Arr.
in the House of Representatives for passing more
Is anything like the
amendments
Sausage King of Chicago?
than any other member of Congress. Why is he proud of that?
What, being the amendment king?
Yeah,
It's something.
but do you know what it is?
No, who cares?
It's
That's where if I did
That's
it
why
right,
it's like the Sausage King of
it's where
Chicago.
you tack on unrelated crap to
Yes.
actual important bills.
Yes. I've got a spending bill I want to pass. Oh, by the way, I want to add this amendment to make sure that Vermont pig farmers
I'm
get.
going to take a little issue with you, because typically you get a bill, and what's that, like 420 pages that nobody reads.
Yeah,
So
we got to pass the bill and what it
420
says.
again. All right.
whoa, whoa, that's scary. Good thing I didn't bring my stash. But what the difference does it make if you add another amendment or 5 or 20 or whatever? Nobody reads the first 420 pages.
Because it's a way of getting something
Oh,
controversial
sure. But you've
through.
already got all kinds of controversial stuff in there because nobody's read it.
I'm just saying it's not something to be proud
And then you get to say you're the amendment king of Chicago.
Only in Washington would you be proud of sneaking crap through.
Well, it's actually Vermont, but that's okay.
Well, that's your movement.
Back to that.
Let's go back to issues. Oh, you signed. Yay. A welcoming and safe America for all, Medicare for all, Green New Deal. There's a lot of all here.
It's not a bad.
College for
signature.
all, housing for all.
Does that include the billionaires? Is it that all?
Whoa, look at all this stuff. Justice and safety for all, fair banking for all.
Is that like what? Maybe this is a thing like fortune cookies.
High-speed internet for all.
Yo, you know
What?
how when you do fortune cookies and you open the fortune cookie,
Yeah.
you read the fortune,
Yeah.
and then you have to put in bed at the end of it.
Yeah.
So there's
So-
the same sort of thing. You
all
come
right.
up with a policy and you add for
For all.
to it.
But then this begs the question, why do some of these not pertain to all?
Which ones don't?
Yes.
Which ones don't?
There's
Right now.
what? Racial justice, not for
Hey.
all.
Whoa! Hey, now wait a second.
Free and fair elections.
Whoa. Can we go in racial justice and see who it doesn't apply to?
Sure,
I don't
yeah.
think he'll say that though.
Addresses 5 central types of violence against Black, Brown, and Indigenous Americans. I don't
Okay.
see. What about Asian Americans?
And not for all.
Physical, political, legal, economic, and environmental. Okay.
That's cool.
Addresses a broken justice system. Create a nation in which all people are treated well. All.
There you
Let's
go.
say
Okay.
all.
Right. As long as we got it in there somewhere.
Can we see how the high-speed internet for all works?
I thought the
Whoa,
high-speed
we
internet.
got the 404 page.
There's a lot of 4s and stuff there, except for the 27.
Require all internet service providers offer a basic internet plan that provides quality broadband services at an affordable price. So how does that work?
I get to decide what the affordable price is.
And you probably get to
As long
decide,
as I do, I'm for it.
and you probably got to decide what quality is too, right?
Yeah, of course.
Because the government is so good at deciding those two things. Okay, fine. Revitalize. Hey, he wants the farmers. How does he feel about farmers? Level the playing field. Well, if you don't level the
That's what-
field,
yeah.
it's really not going to grow. Well, I guess you can have some bake to it.
So if you do terraces, does that count?
See, again, the Asians are left out.
That's true. Let's see. Enact and enforce Roosevelt-style trust-busting laws to stop monopolization of markets and break up existing massive agribusinesses. Wow.
For all.
For all. Place a moratorium on vertical integration of large agribusiness corporations. Holy crap, this guy's insane.
So if you do that, can I take my food to a farmer's market? Because that's vertical integration.
Sure.
And I think we're going to break that up. Unless we're not going to do the breaking of vertical integration for all. I don't know. I didn't see. Was it added there?
No, I didn't see that. But I will. This is typical socialist crap. Ensure farmers have the right to repair their own equipment. In rural America today, farmers can't even repair their own tractors or equipment because of the greed of companies like John Deere. No, see, Bernie, the way this works, I can't repair my own car either. Because if I try to repair my own car, I void my warranty, which I value. So the people at John Deere, because people like you have made it so expensive to add all these environmental controls, they don't want anybody messing with them except for themselves, because if it gets screwed up, they know they're going to get sued by people like you. So these people are idiots. All right, that's all the time we got for Bernie for now, because we're going to go over to Bloomy, and maybe we'll see what Bloomy has to say about farming first. All right, and we are rolling. We're now with the Mike Bloomberg website, which...
What do you think in terms of, does this one look a little more professional?
You think?
I think so.
It's almost like somebody had $1 billion to spend on their
Yeah.
campaign or something. It's very nice.
I wonder what the Mike buses go for.
we will get it done.
Yeah, we know.
That's their movement.
Yeah.
They will get it done.
They even had the obligatory baby shot.
And I couldn't get rid of it quick enough, though, could he?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Do you realize, so to get that shot where you're looking up, which is,
Are we on a loop now?
We are,
It's
but
boring. Get out of here.
wait for the shot where they're looking up at him, because you got to look up to make somebody look strong.
Sure.
Think about how low this photographer had to go to get that shot.
Yeah.
He had to dig up a little pit for himself or something. Where did he get that one? Okay, where do you want to go? About Mike? Planes? News? Events?
Who cares? I want to find out about the bus. I think the bus is cool.
The bus is cool. If he'll buy all of us a bus, I might even vote for him.
It's possible.
About Mike.
My story's good.
Yeah, who cares? Plans. Strong leadership. Big results. I wonder if there's going to be a lot of size
A
references.
little too specific for me.
Yeah.
It's an e-cigarette stance.
Oh, wow. What is that? Promise to take on the vaping epidemic. Yeah, okay. What is he supposed to do? What are you going to do? Ban flavored. Oh, he just loves banning shit.
I think that's behind the curve, though. Isn't that pretty much all done now?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's going to reduce all tobacco use by increasing taxes. That hasn't been tried yet.
Whoever came up with an idea like that? That's
Brilliant.
incredible. Really imaginative.
And by the way, of the three of us, I am the only tobacco smoker, ex-tobacco smoker, and I quit by myself. So there, Mike, you just got to have a pair to quit.
This is stolen from the book that eventually became Christmas Story.
Really? In God we trust. Everyone else bring data. I'll bring you data, Mike.
I thought it was in God we trust. Everybody else pay cash.
Exactly. Well, I mean, that's what.
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah.
I guess stolen is the wrong word. That is
Bought. We are talking about Bloomberg.
And that's fair.
Oh, geez, I stayed on here long enough that he wants to bug me more about it.
Had a pop-up there about signing up to get more info on vaping.
Now, wait a second. He's big into banning shit, right?
Oh my
Oh,
God!
Can we get him to ban pop-ups?
That would be good.
You would. Can you add it to this?
That would be awesome.
Where's Brian? Doggone it.
So I don't see for all anywhere on here.
He's a little behind the curve.
Wildfire resilience. That intrigues me. Do we want to go there?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Okay. Wildfires contribute to climate change by releasing more carbon into the atmosphere. Hey.
Whoa, that's part of the normal carbon cycle.
That's carbon that's going to get into the atmosphere anywhere, Mike. It's
the particulate could be a problem.
It's the biggest source of fine particulate.
Eventually, they'd work their way into your wheelhouse, wouldn't they?
Yep.
That's good.
Double funding, federal funding for firemen. That's okay. I mean, as long as they can actually go and
as long as they actually
manage the forest.
Yes.
Yeah. But I don't know how that's going to help Mike in California, which is one of the states presumably you'd like to win, because basically all of California, they do it by themselves. They're delegated to take care of their own forest management, and look at how well that's worked out. So you might want to address that too.
Here comes data again.
Data and technology to mitigate fires.
So witchcraft wasn't working.
I had a fire in my backyard, and you know, I got the empty area between us and the pond.
Yeah.
I was able to mitigate it with data.
Were you?
Yeah.
You like threw a bunch of old 5 1/4 floppies
Whole
on
bowl load of data, you throw enough data at it, boom, fire's
Okay.
gone. No
All right,
problem.
let's see what else we got here.
It wasn't as resilient as those.
Wildfire resilience. I like that.
Go down. What was see the latest? Oh, news. Never
Yeah,
mind.
screw that.
Opiate epidemic.
No, I think
That one always makes me sad.
Yeah. I mean, we're all against opiate epidemics. Gun
None of
safety.
you guys are selling anymore, I take it.
Gun safety.
Sure.
Okay. Every day.
I wonder if he knows where it is.
The safety on a gun?
And then on an actual piece, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
It'd be nice if somebody who purported to be in the news media would ask a question like that.
That would be wonderful. I don't think he could handle a kickback on anything bigger than 22. Yeah. Every day, 100 Americans are killed by gun violence. So I think he's including here if you get pistol whipped, because that would presumably count as gun violence.
That's 36,000 a year.
That's about right.
Is it?
Yeah.
That's about auto bets.
It's about auto, yeah.
So I mean, guns and auto is about equal.
Yeah. Build a more effective background check system. Keep guns out of the wrong hands.
There's a 36.
There you go, 36,000. 2,900.
So he knows how to divide, or one of his advisors does. That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Could be his people.
That's good.
Okay. All right. I don't know where he is. Do we know where he is in foreign policy?
I've not heard any.
He really likes the Chinese.
Yeah, he does. And not in an internet kind of way.
Or the other kind of way.
Yeah, right.
So far as we know.
Protect Americans against threats. Okay,
Cheetah.
right.
Yeah.
Well, he's calling out China.
Yeah, right.
China. World class. Reinvigorate alliances. Yes, sir. We have frayed. Did you know it's frayed relationships? We have those.
Oh.
Climate change, of course, you got to bring climate change in there. Boy, there's really kind of not much there. Not much meat on that particular bone, Mikey. Let's go back. Drug price.
College access and affordability.
Okay. Mike's plan is
Give me some highlights. I can't read anything.
Okay. No one is denied a chance to get ahead because of the cost of college. It should be available to all Americans. Cap on student loan payments by 50% and forgiving loans tax-free after 20 years. So you gotta be delinquent for 20 years.
Gotta
and
wait
you're
'em
done. Okay.
I can wait out loans for 20 years.
I wish I could have waited out my loans. Lower the playing field so every student can achieve a high-quality education. Harvard for all. Complete degrees, equip them to succeed. Yeah, okay, fine, whatever. Yeah,
It's pretty dumb. Sorry.
I'm sorry, I got to go to my wheelhouse. Clean energy.
All right, clean energy.
Oh, wow.
Clean.
This breaks into multiple groups, unlike the many of the other topics.
100%.
We got resilience again.
Climate change resilience. Wildfire resilience. So he's big into resilience. Bernie's big into all. So you build.
So if I was going to do climate change resilience for all, I'm pretty much set, right?
Yes.
You're going to get both.
Give me a website, damn it.
Restore America's leadership in fighting the global climate crisis. Okay, we have done more carbon reductions than anybody else per capita, Mike. So I don't know what you're talking about.
100% clean energy future.
100% clean energy.
Find out. See, they have a subset there where they find out how we're going to have solar-powered airplanes. That's the one I want to see. Actually, they have such a thing.
100% of new vehicles are all pollution-free by 2035.
That'll happen.
Yeah.
I wonder how they come up with the pretend date.
Climate change. Mike Bloomberg has been a champion in the fight against climate change. He's a doer. He's taking decisive action to reduce carbon emissions and put America on a path to clean
Find
power.
out.
Oh, it's a quiz. Is this fact or fiction?
Can we
us?
ask questions? How often does he fly to his vacation home in?
It's his home, and it's in Bermuda. And when he was mayor, it was every weekend.
I have no idea.
But he did it with a pollution-free airplane.
It was private jet every weekend. So, okay, here's one of the things that Mikey says. Let's see what happens if we answer fact.
You're right. It came up correct.
Okay, so he takes credit for reducing the number of carbon plants, dirty, polluting carbon, coal plants in the U.S. by 50%. One, the number of plants reduced really doesn't matter because most of the plants that were closed were smaller plants. So it's power generation capacity that really matters. And they were not there. But I wish some reporter had the cojones to take the following line of questioning. And which one of you wants to be Mikey for this?
I'll do it.
Okay. So, Mayor Bloomberg, I understand you taking credit for reducing number of coal plants in the U.S. by 50%.
I, in all humility, must, yes, agree with you.
How did you do that?
I said they were bad and resilient for all.
But I mean, was there anything else that you did that really made this happen?
Well, what difference does it make if it happened?
Well, you said about all this money that you donated.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you down here.
The money, all this money you donated to fight coal plants, correct?
Sure.
Okay, so
I donate money to pretty much everybody, to be honest.
You do. So,
and actually, I have some other questions I'd like you to ask, and I'd like to donate some money to you too.
Okay. Well,
how about if we do that?
Well, yeah, we'll talk about that. But so basically, what you're saying is that that missions like this should be accomplished by the people who have the most money. Since
I don't think I said that.
But you're taking credit for all the coal plant closures.
Okay.
And you did that by distributing a whole bunch of money.
And I think it'd probably be best if we move on from there. It's already been established that I do distribute large amounts of money, and I will continue to distribute large amounts of money. Your chances of getting large amounts of money are decreasing substantially.
Yeah, I can tell that by that line.
Just so you know.
Okay. Well, I think that'll do it for this edition of the Optimist Channel. Mike, can you say goodbye and anything else?
I am off to
Bermuda. Yeah. Bernie?
That was Bernie last episode. But goodbye.
For all?
For all.
For all, yes.